Hi everyone, welcome to today's tutorial, and in this video I will be showing you how you can recreate this colorful loop typography. So let's dive right in and create a new document. So for this video, my document size is going to be 1000 by 1000 pixels, and I will be giving a name to my document as well called the loop typography. Oops. You are free to choose any of these preloaded size documents provided by Adobe Illustrator, or you could stick to the same document size that I am using and create. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is we go to view, and I will be clicking on this show grid panels right here. So this grid will actually help us to make all our intersecting loops like these. So what we're gonna do is, after this, we go over here to the shape tool and click on ellipse. And before I make my ellipse, I want to make sure that I do not have any fill as of now, and my stroke is there, which is black. So by clicking on Shift plus Alt, I'll just drag my mouse to make a big circle like this. Okay, so after that's done, we are going to make some multiple copies of the circles right inside this circle, right? To do that, we'll go to Object, Path, and click on Offset Path. Over here in this offset panel, we have to give a particular value as to how much smaller we want our next circle going to be, right? So you can let it be -12, or we could just nudge it up a little bit more and make it -15 pixels. Click on preview to see, and you can see a smaller circle is formed right here, and we click on OK. Now we're going to do this and make multiple copies. So we'll go back to Object, Path, Offset Path -15. Yep. And let's create another one. Go to Object, Path, Offset Path, and like that. So we've made four copies inside our circle. So after that, I'll select all of this, and I'll also increase the stroke weight from 1 to 2 like this. I'll bring this up. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a copy of our circle. To do that, while my circle is still selected, all of them actually, click on Alt and drag our mouse like this. Click on Alt and select like that. So now we're going to do is we're going to make a semicircle, which is this portion, right? To do that, we'll go to the line segment tool and make a line going right across our second circle like that. Okay. Now I'm going to select both these options. Go back to Object, Path, and divide, and click on divide objects below. Okay, wait, make sure this is selected. Object, Path, divide selected. Or in case if this is not happening, one mistake I did was we just have to click on the line, go to Object, Path, and divide objects below. Then it happens. Okay. So what we're going to do is now this circle has been divided into two equal parts, right? So we just want the lower portion and we do not need this upper portion, right? So we'll select this upper portion and just click on delete. That's it. So I'll bring this to the side over here get this circle and just intersect. Make sure that our circle is intersecting like this. What we're going to do is we're going to make 2 more copies of our circle. To do that, we'll select our circle, click on Alt and just drag our circle right about here. It's intersecting, and click on Ctrl plus P. I'll select this and just bring them a little bit more closer to the artboard like that. So once that's done, what we're going to do now is that we need to also make these lines, these lines going upwards and these lines which are also going downwards like that, right? So in order to do that, we need to first create a guide as to how tall we want our lines to be, right? So we go back to the line segment tool and I'll just make one line going across the top like this and make a copy out of it and bring it down like that. Okay. So now what we're going to do is go back to the line segment tool and make one line going across like this. So you can see that the line we made is actually intersecting. Wait, I'll zoom in. Yeah. So this line is going right across this anchor point like that. Right? So we're going to make 3 more copies which are going across like that, right? So you'll select the line and control copy like this and make sure it's intersecting like that. Click on Alt and drag and Control D to make another copy like this. Now we're going to do the same thing across the second circle as well, right? So these lines which are going downwards, right? So the same thing we're going to do. Go back to this line tool and make sure that some lines are intersecting and going down like this, and with the help of the smart guides, I can also, like, the lines that I'm making, they're all in equal distance like that. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and also now intertwine them together, right? So in order to do that, we'll select all of them again and use the shape builder tool. Now this is one time taking process. So what we're going to do is that, as you can see, that some portions is being highlighted like that, but this upper portion is not happening. It's because these lines are not going across, right? So we'll just select these lines again. Use the direct selection tool to select just these top anchor points and nudge them a little forward like that. So you can go ahead and select all of them again and come back to the shape builder tool. And now you can see that these portions are also being highlighted. Right, so let's go ahead and carefully intertwine them together, right? So we're going to take the first one and just drag our mouse carefully like this, just the outer bit going like that till here, this one going like that. this one going down to, oops, Trozy. Yeah. Now we're gonna do this in all the lines as well. This is a little time taking, so it's okay if you want to just speed up the process, you want to speed up the video, but you just have to be careful as to if you are just following the right process and you're following like the lines are smooth. Right, so this goes over here. Nope. This goes till there. You can make your own paths, something like these. So it's okay if it's not coming out to be exactly the same as shown over here. That's perfectly fine. And you can also delete some of them by clicking on Alt. You can always zoom in to see. Go back to the shape builder tool. And of course, get rid of the lines we do not need. Click on Alt. If you want to delete some of these lines, right, just click on Alt so that the plus becomes into a minus, and then you can just click all these lines away, technically. So it's that easy. And yeah, I think I've covered it. Okay. Yeah, I do not need that. Go ahead. Keep. If you want, you can also delete this middle portion right there. Yeah, there's just few more lines that I have to delete. Go back to the shape builder tool. I'll zoom in and come over this side, clicking on Alt to activate the minus sign like that. Oops. Okay. So once that's done, we can go ahead and also like I'll just line these. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna line this up right there. You'll see in a moment why I'm doing this, and just bring this one right there. Go back, select, and just one small things that I have to delete. Do not need this, do not need that, this, do not need this big line. And like that. Now that we're still selected and we're still in the shape builder tool, right? We can now go ahead and also fill it in with colors. So like this, choose the next color. That probably select. You can fill it in with any color you want, precisely like this. It's a little time taking, but You get the idea, right? Like, need to zoom in. This, choose the last color, blue, and make this. Yep. So once that's done, if you want, you can let the stroke be there, or or if you want, I'll be removing the stroke. I'll select all of this, and we can just go ahead to the stroke option, option, and click on none, like that. Now we can go ahead back to view and just click on hide grid, like that. So now the one last thing that is left to do is to add a background color. So it's super easy to do, and if you want, you can let it stay the way it is. The background color is actually just an optional thing, but I'll go ahead and add it anyway. So click on the rectangle tool, and I want my background to be black. I'll just tap on my document and make sure that my rectangle is the same length, is the same size as my document, which is 1000 by 1000. And I just click on OK. Use the selection tool to bring it on top like that. And right click, arrange, and send to back like that. So now our loop typography is done. We can now go ahead and also save our document. To do that, we'll be going to File, clicking on Save As. So by default, as you can see, that as file name is going to remain the same, which is loop typography. And our save as type is going to be Adobe Illustrator. So let it be the way it is, because in case if I want to make any further changes, I can easily access my AI file. So I'll just rename this to be loop typography 2 and save. And click on OK. That's it. I hope you found this video to be useful, and with a little practice you can create more circles, add as many colors as you like. Thank you for watching and keep practicing.